Hello, this is Lorena, and I've done it. I've created my introduction video on Soulbonding. Sources are in the description, but unfortunately finding sources on Soulbonding is rather difficult. Forgive me, please. Let's get started, shall we? We'll begin with the obvious, which is what even is a Soulbond? Well, I will get to that in just a second, but my editing is trash, so you're going to have to forgive me for that too. Terminology, I had to put that there because I'm going to have to go into some terminology here just to define what exactly I'm talking about when I bring up these terms. So I can link to this video in future videos, you know? It'll be very, very convenient. Although it feels weird that I have no music, but I decided that music would probably not fit with this idea, which just made me want to, I just decided not to use it. So, what is a Soulbond? Dude, I made things for this. Alright, well, anyway, here it is. I made this picture. It's not really much of a picture, is it? It's more of a screenshot, really. I cropped it, and here it is. It's supposed to tell you what a Soulbond is in words. You know, just in case my text, in case you don't understand what I'm saying, you can just read it, I think. I don't know, YouTube. Maybe our quality sucks. Anyhow, what is a Soulbond? Again, in general, a soulbond is the spirit of a fictional character that becomes bonded to a physical person, the soulbonder. Soulbonding is more nuanced than this basic definition, however, and every soulbonder is going to have their own unique experiences. It's a connection that can often lead to the soulbonder identifying themselves as plural. In other words, let's discuss what plural means. Plural, it's right there. The description for what plural is. The term refers to a person with more than one consciousness inhabiting their body. It's important to clarify that not all soulbonders identify as plural, and each person experiences soulbonding differently. Plurality's relevance to soulbonding will be expanded upon in a separate video, you know, just so this video isn't too long. But based on what I'm seeing, it might actually be too short. Just my opinion, though. I'm sure I'm not the average person. I'm not exactly normal. While anyone can become a soulbonder, soulbonders tend to be creative types. Writers of fiction are especially common. Additionally, soulbonders are overrepresented by female-bodied individuals. I attribute this to societal norms for men, but gender norms in modern society are beyond the scope of an introduction video. Gender is complicated, okay? We all know this. The term soulbond has fallen out of use, but I still use it because this is the term I prefer, and it's the term I learned. My soulbonds and I are just used to it now, you know? There are two kinds of soulbonds, insourced and outsourced, which I don't see used anymore at all. Insourced and outsourced are from a source that no longer really exists, but if you use the Wayback Machine, you can find screenshots of what once did exist. The past that is now the past. Unfortunately, that's what the Wayback Machine does. It captures things that just aren't there anymore, you know? Why is my model not moving anymore? Why? Oh my god, it's not... Okay. Record, please. This is... What the hell is this? Okay, am I talking again? Alright, good. I apologize for that. I didn't expect my computer to be this bad. But anyway, moving on to what insourced and outsourced mean. And now again, these terms have fallen out of use, but as I was discussing, I have learned these terms in another location. It's just no longer on the internet. You have to go to the Wayback Machine for that, which is why I provided the old URL in the description. If anyone ever takes it one day, though, well, the Wayback Machine will show you the original version of, the site URL. But will anyone ever register that site name again? I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's proceed. Yes, let's proceed. What is an insourced Soulbond? Insourced Soulbonds have no representative media source. This means they don't come from any form of established fiction. If I talk about an insourced Soulbond, you won't know who the hell they are. In some cases, you don't even know who someone who is outsourced is. But if you're outsourced, I can link you to... If someone's outsourced, I can link you to a wiki page somewhere. There are very few series that don't have a fandom wiki. So that's a non-issue in modern times. But with insourced Soulbonds, you don't know who the hell they are, and it's not unusual for writers to develop insourced Soulbonds of the characters they write. For most writers and creators, the muse is the more common, more socially acceptable concept, rather than actually interacting with the people whose stories are being written or portrayed in other ways. Because of this, the muse doesn't develop into anything more meaningful. And now, you may be wondering what an outsourced Soulbond is, and that's probably because I kept bringing up that term before I was trying to cover it. Alright, well, let's discuss what an outsourced Soulbond is. An outsourced Soulbond is a Soulbond that does have a representative media source. Obviously, outsourced Soulbonds are commonly known as fictional characters, because people cringe when you claim you can interact with spirits of people that are, collectively agreed upon to not actually exist. As a person in their own right, the accuracy of a Soulbond's portrayal varies. Their media source is still fiction, after all, so you have to keep that in mind. You can't just do shit and expect to get away with it. Their source is still fiction, and it still belongs to their creators. Don't be an idiot, okay? I know it's tempting, but don't. And now that I've covered that, why have I picked this topic as my channel's niche? Why? You may be wondering why, because it sounds like cringe to you, doesn't it? Well, to many people, yeah, it does sound like cringe, but to me, I think that is bullshit, and I will not explain that in this video. I will explain it in another one. So, why am I covering Soulbonding here on this channel? Why is it my main focus? Why is it what I'm choosing to... Why? Well, Soulbonding is something that isn't discussed often, and it's a niche I have a lot of experience with. I am driven to make these experiences easier to understand and respect. Ideally, this inspires a rekindling of community between Soulbonders. So I have more sources to cite years from now. I'd like to cite sources so I don't look like someone that's just making this shit up. I'm not making it up. This shit isn't starting with me, okay? I just wish I had more proof than just a few links in the description. Why is that all I have? That's depressing! The term niche is intentional, by the way. The idea is I want to feel qualified to cover a topic, and I only feel qualified to make videos for Soulbonding right now. More importantly, I want something unique that helps my channel stand out. especially when Konami pulls the plug on the servers for Duel Links, because that game isn't going to last forever, and when it shuts down, I'm going to cry. I'm probably serious. I understand that people may stumble upon these videos with their own opinions already established when it comes to a topic like soul bonding. If you're one of the people I'm talking about, these videos are probably not for you. I'm not here to change your opinion. I'm here to educate people about what I experience and bring more positive attention to soul bonding. I refuse to argue with you. You can think for yourself, so there. And now here's something I'm doing for the sake of my own entertainment. I want to do this because I think it's hilarious. You may not. But you know what? Why should I care? I mean, seriously. If you're going to be one of these kind of people, then why? Why should I care if you don't think this is funny? Alright, so you may want to ask me why I think I can talk to fictional characters. And you may think it sounds cringe. That's the thing. It shouldn't be cringe. That is my opinion. You can now do whatever the hell you want. I know that you don't care about my opinion, so if you disagree with me, go do something else. I am not forcing you to look at this. I am not forcing you to watch this either. At least I don't think so. Have I linked this to anyone recently? I doubt it. So, some closing thoughts. Soul bonding has only improved and enhanced my quality of life. And now that I have introduced what it is in a very disorganized fashion, I can begin to dive deeper into the topic itself. If you are interested in learning more about soul bonding, there are a limited amount of resources available, and some of them aren't credible. I would say most of them aren't. The community for soul bonding is basically non-existent, which is why the sources I've cited in the description are intended simply to learn what a soul bond is, not much else. I plan to make more videos about soul bonding in the future. I'm only one individual, so I'm pretty sure there is shit that I will not be able to cover here, because, you know what? I don't experience everything every soul bonder does, alright? Now, if there was a community for Soulbonders, hint, someone create one, then I would be able to ask questions, and maybe I'd have a more comprehensive view of the subject, something more well-rounded, but I don't. I only have my own experiences to work with right now, so that's it. That's all I can say. And now, again, I do plan to make more videos about this topic, but this video has been a mess. Dear God. I hope this isn't reflective of what's to come. More videos that are a mess, obviously. I think we all expect that. Dear God. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys liked this video, but if you don't, you're probably not the reason that this video was created, because, quite frankly, why would you watch this far if you don't care about the content? I'm just saying, what is a soul bond? I've already told you, so, and now that I have, I did have more content for this video, but I'm glad I cut it out. Anyway, that's it for now. I will be back with another soul bonding video in the future. For now, I have more videos to schedule, you know? Descriptions must be written. I feel like this video is going to make people suspicious. Yes, I do. Well, if it does, you're probably right.